Hello all, Mellody Brown here. Let's get started. Mrs.ma has $4,325 in her savings account. She earns 2.4% interest each year. How much will Mrs.ma have in her account at the end of the year? So I went ahead and took the liberty of underlining the helpful pieces of information that was given to us, which was $4,325 in savings account, and the interest, which is 2.4%. Now, when calculating interest, it's important to note that you can never, ever multiply by a percentage. You must move the decimal place 2 places to the left and then multiply by the decimal. So the percentage that we're dealing with is 2.4. And as I stated previously, you can never multiply by a percent. So I'm going to go ahead and move the decimal 2 places to the left. So we have 1 and 2. We are here. So now there's an open placeholder. So we need to go ahead and put a 0 in that spot. So now what we should be multiplying by is 0.024. So now we can go ahead and see and calculate how much Mrs.ma will have in her account at the end of the year. So we jot down the piece of information that we were given earlier, which is 4,325, and we multiply that by 0.024. And remember, when you're finished multiplying, you need to make sure that you go over the correct amount of decimal places in your full answer. All right, so we know we have 5 and 4, that gets us 20. Carry that 2. We have 4 and 2, that gets us 8, plus 2, that gets us 10. Down to 0, carry that 1. We have 4 and 3, that gets us 12. Add 1, that gets us 13. Bring down that 3, carry that 1. We have 4 and 4, that gets us 16, plus 1, that gets us 17. Put it all down. Now we go to the next row, and we have a 0 as a placeholder. All right, we go ahead and start with 2 and 5, that gets us 10. Carry that 1 up. We have 2 and 2, that gets us 4, plus 1, that gets us 5. We have 3 and 2, that gets us 6. And we have 4 and 2, that gets us 8. Okay, now on the third row, if you see, we don't need a third row because the last number is 0 that we're dealing with. But I'm going to go ahead and put in a third row just so you don't get confused. So we have 2 placeholders for the third row, and then we have 0, 0, 0, 0. So 4 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're ready to go ahead and simply add those numbers up. Okay? So we have 0. We have another 0. And excuse my handwriting. Okay, we have 5 and 3. That gets us 8. All right. We have 7 and 6. That gets us 13. Don't forget to carry that 1. And we have 8 and 1. That gets us 9. And 1 more. That gets us 10. All right. So now we need to go over 1, 2, and 3 decimal places. So we're here. 1, 2, and 3. That gets us approximately 103.8. So what we're going to do with that 103.8, we're simply going to add it to the total that was given to us because it says, how much will Mrs.ma have in her account at the end of the year? Okay, let me go ahead and change colors. So the last step will be just to simply add, as stated earlier, 4325. And once again, excuse my handwriting. And we're going to add 103 to that. $103.8. All right. So now we're left over with 80 cents. We know that already. Okay, 5 and 3 make 8. 2 and 0, 2. 3 and 1, 4. And 4. So we know, or we should know, that Mrs. Ma will have $4,428.80 in her account at the end of the year. Once again, that's $4,428.80. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too much of a bore. Have a good one.